Okay, folks, welcome back to another update for natural gas. Hope you've had a good Christmas break so far. Not too much to drink, but plenty to eat. So here we've got natural gas, and it's actually the prices remain glued to the trend lines, which we drew some time ago. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button to support the channel. First, looking at the outlook for natural gas. As of today, December 27, natural gas prices have experienced significant volatility, influenced by factors such as seasonal demand fluctuations, geopolitical tensions, and shifts in energy consumption patterns. The BOIL, ProShares Ultra Bloomberg Natural Gas, seeks to deliver twice the daily performance of the Bloomberg Natural Gas Subindex. Due to the inherent volatility of natural gas prices, BOIL has exhibited substantial price swings, making it suitably primarily for short-term trading strategies. KOLD, ProShares Ultra Short Bloomberg Natural Gas, aims to achieve twice the inverse of the daily performance of the same index. Like BOIL, KOLD is designed for short-term traders looking to capitalise on declining natural gas prices. UNG, the United States Natural Gas Fund, tracks the daily price movements of natural gas. Investors should be aware of funds' exposure to futures contracts, which can lead to contango and impact long-term performance. Now, for those new to the channel, contango, I looked it up in the last video. Contango is an occurrence of the futures market marked by contract prices rising above spot prices. Something I learnt as well. So in terms of AI impact, energy demand, the rapid expansion of artificial intelligence and data centers is significantly increasing electricity consumptions. Projections indicate that data centers could account for 44% of US electricity load growth from 2023 to 2028, with AI potentially driving a 160% increase in data center power demand by 2030. This surge is expected to elevate natural gas demand as it remains primary source for electricity generation. Again, for those new to the channel, we always look at the long-term trends before we get stuck into the micro charts. So here we're looking at the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. So on the monthly, you can see here the price is broken up through its moving averages, likewise the CCI 150. And again, for those new to the channel, these moving averages on both the CCI and the price can be found in the description below on the video there, so reference that after this video. But basically what we look for is, in this case, the monthly is broken above their respective moving averages, giving us a longer term bullish outlook. On the weekly, they've already been above those moving averages. You can see they're still hovering above the CCI and well above the moving average of the price chart on the weekly, so bullish on the weekly as well. However, on the daily, you'll notice here that we've hit this resistance up here at 36.34, major and a minor resistance at 35.70, hit it a couple of times, almost a double top. And we drew these diagonal ascending and descending trend lines. And you can see there it's actually coming back towards this descending diagonal line on the price, bouncing off it once already. You'll notice it also on the CCI 150, it's broken below that moving average, giving us a bearish outlook in the short term. So if we go to the intraday charts, we only take short trades in alignment with the daily. During this period back here, you would have taken long trades on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour here, and you can interchange this 1 hour with your own time period. You can see there, we had a couple of, if you go back to this point, that would have been a fresh break to the downside. You could have got in there, but that would have been a small stop loss. And you close it out when the CCI breaks into that moving average range at that point. Re-enter it again there. You would have gone short on that candle, and you would have closed it out when the CCI breaks into that moving average, and you would have closed it out on that little candle there near the bottom. Notice how it's an early exit compared to waiting for it to break into the price moving averages. So that would have been a nice little gain to make on that one. Now this may well retrace further towards this descending trend line. We'll keep an eye on it. You can see there it's bounced off that, if I zoom out, it's bounced off that 50% once already. If I draw a Fibonacci back here. So if this breaks down on that below that trend line, we might see it coming closer to this 61%. So we'll take it one step at a time. But at the moment, in the short term, we've got a bearish outlook. So for BOIL, on the monthly, there's no CCI for it, but you can see it's very bearish below the moving averages of the monthly chart. On the weekly, we've got this bullish movement on the CCI versus a bearish momentum on the price. Now that's a bullish divergence, and it hasn't actually broken up yet. That's a very long play since about the start of 2023, and that's still in motion. So at some point, we expect this to bounce. We want to see a break considerably higher, preferably closer to that, breaking that recent high there to be more bullish at the moment, but still I would call it neutral at the moment because we haven't actually broken long on the price chart on the weekly. On the the daily, you can see there it's broken above and below. It's been in this range now between this support support at 35.98 and resistance at 61.05, and it's hovering and bounced down from this minus resistance at 53.69. So again, bullish at the moment on the daily, but notice it's coming back towards that moving average. We might see it break into that neutral stage in the coming days possibly. If we go to the intraday charts on the 1 hour, taking long trades only, so during that period back there, you would have gone long when the price broke above that moving average there on the 1 hour chart, and it broke above there, gone long, closed it out on that one, so that would have been a break even. Go long again when the CCI breaks higher than the moving average, go long on that one, and you ride it right up until the CCI breaks into that moving average range. So you would have got out on that little candle there, and that would have been a nice little gain. So if we drew a measurement tool from that close, we take it from the close of each candle down to that close, that was almost an 8% gain, 361 points on that little gain there. Go long again there on that candle there. Now this one you would have got out with a stop loss because that was a pretty bearish candle on that break below, and at the moment on the hourly it's a bearish outlook. So at the moment you wouldn't go, you'd only go long in alignment with the daily, but don't go short. For KOLD, no CCI for it on the monthly. It's coming back towards that moving average on the price chart on the monthly, so possibly breaking into the neutral stage any time, so just be careful about going long. On the weekly, we had a period back here at the end of during 2022, we had a bearish movement on the price versus bullish divergence on the CCI. You can see what I mean by that was kept, and it's still rising on the CCI, and the price started following a higher price as well. It broke well above that moving average range, and that would have been a time to go long on the daily if you're trading that period. On the daily chart, at the moment, remember we're going long on the weekly, so you take long trades only on the daily. So again, you can see there I won't draw the price gains, but you would have taken some nice little gains back there in and out on that candle. Another long trade there, that would have been a break even or a small loss. Another break even or a small loss there. When it goes sideways, this is where it probably punishes you quite a bit. When it goes in a nice trend, that's when you do quite nicely. Another long entry there, probably a small gain on that one. Long entry, that would have been it depends if you got out on that one or that one. Sometimes you can, if it gets close to this moving average range, sometimes you can actually close it out early. But at the moment on the daily, you can see there we're still in a bearish momentum. So we only take short trades on the intraday. Now we go to the intraday charts. So again, going back from that period back there, you would have taken your first short entry there. That would have been a break even. Avoid going long. Take another short entry at that point there. Now that would have been a nice little gain to make. A small gain on that one. Go short again there. The CCI is broken below. You ride it right through and close it out near the bottom there on that one. Avoid going long. Take another short entry on that one. And that would have been a small loss on that one because that broke higher with a nice big bullish candle on that one. So at the moment, bullish movement on the 1 hour, but only take short entries based on the daily price. For UNG on the monthly, it's well below its moving average range on the price. The CCI is broken above that very narrow moving average range, so bullish to neutral positioning on the monthly. On the weekly, we had another bullish divergence here versus lower lows on the price. Now that CCI is still rising, but the price is still dropping, so that's still in play. It hasn't actually started to gain any benefit yet. So keep an eye on that. As soon as you see a bit of, I'd prefer to break above that recent high there to be more bullish on the weekly. On the daily, it's been stuck in this range again between this support at 12.36 and resistance at 16.78, and it's currently bouncing off this minor resistance at 16.01. But notice on the daily, we're still in a bullish momentum. Going to the intraday chart on the 1 hour. Again, you would have taken long trades from that point on. Back here, nice long entry. That would have been a small gain there between that period. Avoid going short. Go long again on that candle. You would have got in a small gain on that one. Go long again, and a nice gain on that one during that period. Avoid going short. I know this one would have been another. You would have put a stop somewhere, but probably below that midpoint of the previous candle to close it out. Or if you got in there, probably cut your losses as soon as it touches that moving average range. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again and see you in the next video.